Okay, so in this video we're looking at how to create a banner and how to create a navigation bar. And I'm just going to use the requirements that they've given us. So it says a banner including a suitable image of a company logo. The banner should extend to the full width of the page. Okay, so I'm just going to use fireworks, and it says the full width of the page should be 124 pixels wide. And banners don't have to be too big. And bear in mind that we want to see the whole page without much scrolling, so I'm not going to have much height on this. So in fireworks, I'm going to say the width was 1024, and I'm going to have the height at, let's say, 100 pixels. Let's see how that looks. Resolution doesn't have to be more than 96. Okay. Right. So, okay, that is quite thin, but that's okay because, like I said, we don't want it to take up too much space on the page because of the fact that the page shouldn't be scrolled. Everything should be visible. So one of the requirements was that we need to include the logo. So just using the images folder, I'm literally just going to take the logo, Escapade, and I'm going to drag that into my banner. Okay, and I'm going to hold shift as I shrink it down. There we are. And to be honest, I don't think there's really a right and a wrong here. I just need to make sure that I've got the logo in there, and usually when I create a banner I will just put some images in there. So let's say that looks fun. Let's put that in, shrink it a bit. And let's take one more. That looks fun as well. So in the banner, I'm just using some images that I think are related to what Escapade is all about. Now you could do it differently. In fact, you know what, maybe what I could do is not shrink that image and use it as a background color. But okay, so the next thing I might do is, let's say we give it a background color of green. No, let's use one of those greens. That'll do. Okay, again, okay, that's my banner. Again, nothing special, just a logo and a couple of images which represent what the organization is about. So I'm going to click on File, Save As, and I want it to go in my same folder. So libraries, let's take it to my CIDA folder which I created, and I want it to go in my images folder. Remember, the extension has to be PNG, and that's one thing about fireworks, it saves things as default as PNG. There's my banner. I'll have to check the file size in a second, and the file size is, oh, it's a bit bigger than it should be, so we'll compress that in a bit as well. I'll show you how to do that later. And next we're going to create a navigation bar. So let's click on New, and navigation bar, I'm going to create it a bit smaller, 800 by 100 pixels. Let's make it white. And if you remember, the brief said it should contain a homepage button, an about us button, and an activities button. So I'm going to keep it simple by selecting a shape. I'm going to go for rounded rectangle, which button wouldn't be too bad for a button. And I'm going to create 3 buttons the same size. Don't worry about the color for now because we're going to change that. But I'm just going to make sure that these 3 shapes are the same size. It looks more uniform that way. So I'm going to click on Control C and V to copy and paste, and put them side by side. That's right. Let's do that one more time. So Control C and Control V to copy and paste. Okay, now I've got my 3 buttons. It'd probably be nicer if they were more central. That's better. Okay, and I'm going to use the text tool to write the text inside. Let's write home. That's a bit too big. Let's reduce the size. That's better. Okay, and I'm going to make the font color black for each one. So once again, even with the text, I just copy and paste. Keep it centered. One more time. And the next one was called About Us. That needs to be smaller. That'll do. And the last one was meant to be activities page. I'm just going to write activities. There we are. Okay, that fits as well. Okay, so now the next thing was to make sure that the colors were correct. So it said the color for the home page button should be that. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to go back to fireworks, and for the background I'm going to click on that, and I'm literally going to just copy and paste that. I'm going to paste that into there, hit enter. That's the background for that one. Let's do the same for this one. Now actually this gives me a good idea, once I've seen these colors, of if I wanted to change my banner, what color it could be. It's number 2. And number 3. Right, so actually what might be a good idea is to change the outline for each one of these to something more suitable. Let's just click with black. Okay. So I'm now going to save it as my navigation bar. Nav bar. Okay, and that's the first lot of images edited. Let's double check, see what else is required. Okay, another image it wants us to edit. It says, from the brochure PNG image, create a graphical image that shows only the front cover of the brochure, and it rolls over to an image of just one other page from the brochure. Now, the actual rollover itself we're going to do in Dreamweaver, but we are going to do the editing for that in Fireworks again. So it says from the brochure PNG, let's have a look. There we are. The brochure PNG consists of, if I just do that, will it work? Let's close these ones first. And let's drag that into Fireworks. Okay, so we have this image with 4 different pictures on it, and it's got front cover, families page, and one of the 3 others. So it says the first image in a rollover must be the front cover, so we're going to take that, and then it says take one of the others. I'm going to create 2 more images from this. So to do that, I'm going to use the marquee tool. So click on that one there with a dotted line, and I'm gonna, from the corner, drag the front cover of my brochure. Oops, there we are. And drag it very carefully, because the 2 images I need to create are the same. These look like they're the same page, same size. So I'm going to copy that. Easiest way I know how to do it. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to create a new image. And when you click on new, it will create it at the same width and height as the image that you just copied. So 300 by what looks like 400, 399. I'm just going to paste that in there. So there you are, it's fitted in. Sometimes it needs aligning, so I've used the pointer tool, selection tool, and I can see that there's a white line there. So literally I could shift that to the left a little bit. Oh, now I can see it on the other side. So what I'll do is I'll take that and I'll, where are we? Edit, crop document. Okay. So then I'll save this as, I'm just going to say front cover, or just say front C, and that goes into my images folder as well. It's saving as PNG format. And let's do the same again. So let's close that. And now I'm going to select one of the others. So using marquee tool, That one looks fun. Let's select that. So from here, again, just grab the bottom right corner and be careful and drag it to the top left corner. Try to be as accurate as possible. And once again, just go edit, copy, new document. It's created a document almost the same size as the other. I'm going to make sure it's the same, 300 by 399, and then okay, and then paste that in. Again, use the black point tool to, well, it looks like it's aligned okay, so I'm not going to do anything else. Again, just save as, and I'm just going to say the other one was cover. I'm just going to say other page. It makes sense to me. There we are. So close those two. Okay, I'm not going to save that. I'm not going to do anything with that. And that's all the editing I'm going to do for now. So in my next video, I'll start creating the pages, and I'll show you how to compress the images afterwards.